What's up, guys? My name is Jake Vyper, and you're watching MTG Rocks, where we do a lot of Magic the Gathering content. So if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. So I'm playing this spicy combo standard deck today. It's called 4-Color Legends, or Kethis Combo. This deck recently made top 16 at an MCQ, and was piloted by Stansilav Cifka and Andrzej Trotsky. So congrats for them for making it top 16 and earning a spot in Mythic Championship 5 this November. So this combo deck is super fun to play. It's all about comboing off with Kethis and playing a bunch of legendaries. So this deck is mostly legendaries. The only non-legendary card we have is Diligent Excavator, but this card is pretty important in this deck, and we'll talk more about that later. So this deck centers on Kethis the Hidden Hand, which makes our legendary spells cost 1 less to play, but more importantly, we can exile 2 legendary cards from our graveyard, so we can play a lot of our legendary cards from the graveyard directly to play. So to do that, we need to fuel our graveyard by milling ourselves with Diligent Excavator. And since we run a bunch of legendary cards, we can easily trigger its ability. And this is also acts like an early blocker, early turn, so Diligent Excavator is really helpful. And we got Mox Ambers to help us ramp up, and if we have 3 Mox Ambers and 2 Excavators, we can stack up and make a bunch of mana and keep milling our opponent. So we can do that strategy, or we can just overwhelm them with a bunch of legendary cards and just keep playing them with Kethis. And with Mox Amber, we can get more mana to play our spells. So this takes a lot to set up. So we need cards like Tamiyo and Lazav, so that just in case they kill one of our combo pieces, we can bring it back with Tamiyo, or we can use Lazav to copy a Diligent Excavator or a Kethis. And also we have Oath of Kaya, so that's another kill condition. We can keep playing Oath of Kayas to burn our opponent, deal 3 damage directly. And we also have Ashiok to fuel our graveyard, so we usually target ourselves with Ashiok. And if our opponent is low on cards, we can target them, so we can also win by milling. And we have a couple of Urza's Ruining Blasts to board wipe. Since we have a lot of legendaries, that's not a problem. Even if we only have Fblthp, we can board wipe the cards and our stuff remains in the field. So that helps. So let's try out this deck. So for the lands, the mana base is kind of tough because it's 4 colors, but it works thanks to temples, which help us scry. Sometimes we don't get the colors we need. Usually green is the color that we don't get. Overall, I think this deck is pretty consistent. And in the sideboard, we have Cerulean Drake against Mono Red, Legion's End against Scape Shift decks that make a bunch of zombies, Elderspell against decks with a bunch of planeswalkers. Ashiok also helps against control matchups since they're slower and we don't want to board this against aggro. We got Unmoored Egos against Nexus decks. And Tashar also helps ensure we can bring our legendary spells. We get the legendary spells we need, so we can get Kethis back with that one. And we have Jace, which could provide additional kill condition, good against control, and another Urza's Ruinous Blast against creature heavy decks. And Tulsimir also helps against aggro, since this card gains its life and can kill a creature by letting it fight with a wolf. So let's try this deck in best of 1 and see how it does. So I'm gonna try ranked. So I'm not gonna talk a lot about on sideboard because we're just doing best of 1. I just want to see how this deck does without sideboarding. Okay, this looks pretty okay. We do have a source of blue and source of white, so we can play Teferi by turn 3. We do need a source of black if we draw Kethis. So let's try this out. I'm gonna go play Temple. Excavator's good. Sure, I'll keep it on top. He said hello, I say hello back. Alright, so is this red? Mono red, maybe? Okay, Excavator can go. So this can be a blocker. And we can start milling ourselves. Next turn we can play Teferi. That way, once we play Kethis, we can activate its ability right away. He might have a burn spell here if he decides to attack. Okay. Being slow. Okay, got it at Teferi. That's good. So we're going to play Teferi here. And then we're going to mill ourselves. Okay. Hope we get more land so we can Ruinous Blast eventually. Okay, at least we're getting a good amount of cards. Next turn we can maybe play Tamiyo. Okay. He could have used Scorch Splitters to give 1 damage to Teferi, but I guess he doesn't want it to die because I can block it. Okay, great. We got Kethis, but the bad thing is that we don't have Black Source of Mana. So this is the problem with this deck. It's 4 colors, so sometimes we don't get the colors we need. But we can play another Teferi and try to dig for that. Gonna keep milling ourselves. So we're fueling our graveyard with legendary cards. We got 4 legendary cards already, so that's a good sign because we can activate Kethis later if we end up playing it. Sure, I'll bounce that. We can't play Urza's Ruinous Blast because we don't have a legendary creature. No attacks. It's probably gonna kill Teferi again. He can attack both of Teferi. Oh, it's a Cavalier deck. Cavalcade deck, not Cavalier. Cavalcade. So he's got a bunch of 1-drops, so he can activate a bunch of 1-powered creatures, so he can activate Cavalcade's Calamities. Why did he deal it on Teferi? I'm guessing he has Shock. So I'm not gonna block this one. He could have used deal 1 damage to Teferi. Okay.
Don't worry, I got this.
What we can do is play Lazav and Ashiok. That way, that ensures us that we can play Urza's Ruinous Blast next turn. So we can wipe out his board. But I hate shocking myself. And the cool thing about Lazav is that we can copy Kethis in the graveyard, if it's in the graveyard. And it is in the graveyard. Okay, we want to mill ourselves here. Next turn we can play Kethis. Yeah, we can play Kethis. I could have played Kethis earlier, but it's risky because we rather board wipe first. Done. Okay. He's directly damaging me. I want to go ahead and kill that. That way, the mass token, the army token, gets wiped with Ruinous Blast. Okay. Well, at least we still got our Planeswalkers. So we can still board wipe. and our planeswalkers will survive. But he will get an army token here. And we can play Urza's Ruinous Blast on his turn as well, because of Teferi's +1 ability. I'm gonna keep milling myself. So the plan right now is to play Urza's Ruinous Blast on his turn. But I have to do it before he attacks, or he will activate Calamity's ability. So I think I need to put a stop before combat. So I have to do it before he gets to attack. Okay.
Anyone need a fire started? No? Too bad. Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah. So his Chandra will survive. Great, we got Mox Amber. We're gonna keep milling ourselves here. Now time for the fun part. We get to play Kethis. Play Mox Amber. We don't have Diligent Excavator, which sucks, but we can play Lazav later. We can play these Fblthps right now. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this. Exiling Fblthp and Ashiok, submit to. Now we can play legendary cards from our graveyard. Ah, so much to play. I don't know what to... Oh, that will help. I'll keep that on top. And another one of these. So next turn we can do that again. Return.
I'll protect you.
We'll play our temple. Yeah, we need the excavator. So we'll play that next turn. End turn. Okay, he's gonna make 2 legendaries.
Don't worry, I brought company.
We can block that. The cool thing about Lazav is we can also copy an excavator in the graveyard. He might have a burn spell here. We're gonna block anyway. And if he kills the Kethis, we can copy it with Lazav. So even if he kills a combo piece, we can easily get them back from the graveyard or copy them. So this is what makes this combo consistent. You might have a burn spell to kill Lazav, no? Okay, so we're gonna play Excavator so we can start milling. We can mill ourselves as well. Black. White. So we're gonna kill Chandra Spitfire here. Gonna go to activate Kethis ability again. And exile a Ruinous Blast and a Tamiyo.
More data will be needed.
So we can play these cards again. Yeah, got it. So pretty much we play a bunch of legendary spells, we gain advantage, and we control the board. Or we can start milling him. So that's our first win, best of 1. I think this deck is better in best of 3 though, because certain matchup it's just hard to win in best of 1, especially against control, where they can easily disrupt our combo. But best of 1, it can work in a lot of matchups. All right, playing against Trinian. 2 copies of Kethis, no black source again. So this is the weakness of this deck. It's 4 colors, and you need 4 colors because Kethis got the absent colors, and you need the blue for cards like Lazav, Fblthp, and Teferi. So you need the blue, you need the black, white, and green, and we're gonna keep this. Mox Amber helps, but you need the card, a creature or a planeswalker that matches the color. So Mox Amber helps, but when it comes to mana colors, if you don't have that, it's really tough. I'm gonna put that in the bottom. Yeah, I think I'd rather get a black source of mana. I'm gonna keep the Mox Amber on my hand, just in case I get a Diligent Excavator on next turn. I can play the Excavator and play Mox Amber to trigger it. But looks like that's not gonna happen. Yeah. Hopefully we get a black source of mana, like a Watery Grave or something. Are we playing against Esper control? Oh, great. Well, at least Thought Erasure helps fuel our graveyard. Cool thing about Lazav as well is if we surveil, we get to put a legendary card in our graveyard if what we surveil is legendary. So, okay, put Lazav in the graveyard. He knows we have Mox Amber. Still no black sources of mana. This is bad. As I said earlier, this deck is pretty tough against control.
And prepare.
Kai's Wrath. Okay. I'm gonna play that. Okay. Looks like we're gonna lose this. Can get black source of mana.
I have just the trick for this.
It's got this under control. We have a better chance against control of this best of 3. Okay. Maybe Kethis or Tamiyo. Makes sense. Because I can bring back any card. Okay, he's gaining control. And we still don't have a black source. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm probably gonna just quit this. Yeah, I'm just gonna quit this. We just didn't draw the right hand. So that's 1-1. 1 win, 1 loss. Let's see. Hopefully I don't play it against Esper control, and hopefully I don't get color screwed. Okay. Third match. Third game. Come on, give us black source of mana in green and white and blue. McCoy. Playing against McCoy. See a mono red player. Okay, at least we got black source here, but we don't have a green source of mana. So, we don't have Kethis anyway. So, at least we can play Oath of Kaya. Or Ashiok, if we need to. I'm gonna keep this. Looks like he's a hardcore red player with Chandra sleeves and Chandra avatar. So as I said, I'm gonna keep Mox Amber in my hand just in case I get a Mox Excavator. Is this another Cavalcade? There you go. This is the reason why we hold Mox Amber. So we're gonna play Excavator, then play Mox Amber, targeting ourselves so we can fuel the graveyard. Oh, there's our green source of mana. No. At least Oath of Kaya is great against them. Shock. Okay, at least he wasted 2 burn spells on that one. Okay. Should I play Oath of Kaya right now or Ashiok? I think I'll play Ashiok first. We're gonna target ourselves. Keep fueling our graveyard. I guess he can deal 2 damage to Ashiok with Scorched Spitter, because when it attacks, it deals another damage. So that's why I didn't use Oath of Kairat, just in case he plays a bigger creature like that. Sure. Sure. Oh. He doesn't care about Ashiok. Okay. That's good. We don't have a Kethis yet. Okay, good. I don't want to put all the Kethises in the graveyard. Now we can play Oath of Kaya, killing the Spitfire. We're getting mostly lands and slow stuff. Then he's gonna attack it with Spitter. Come on. So this is gonna be tough because we need a green source of mana and we need Kethis. At least we have Oath of Kaya in the field. So we got 21, which is a pretty good position against Mono Red. But all we have right now are lands. And we do have Kethis, but we don't have a green source of mana. So this is the problem with this deck. I just need to get a green source of mana and I'm good. Oh my gosh. I can't even play Urza's Ruinous Blast because I don't have a legendary planeswalker or creature. I just need to play a Kethis, then Urza's Ruinous Blast somehow. There you go. Then we can activate. Oh, we can actually play Mox Amber right now. Yeah, we do have enough to play Mox Amber. Urza's Ruinous Blast. So we're gonna get board wiped. Sure. He might still burn us to death. Next turn, we're gonna activate Kethis' ability. Let's see. We can activate. We can play, I guess, Diligent Excavator. No, we can't because it's not legendary, and we don't even have Fblthp. So. I just hope it doesn't kill Kethis. Oh no. Can I deal additional 3 damage? No, I don't think so. There's no lightning bolt in standard. Okay, we have to activate Kethis here. Tamiyo and Ashiok.
All stories end.
Always return.
So, Oath of Kaya. Killing the war boss. Lazav. We'll keep that on top. Black, white, Yeah, another Oath of Gaia. So the Oath of Gaia also is great against mono red. This week gains us life. So we can deal directly 3 damage. Play another Mox Amber. So we can play Tamiyo.
Every story is an opportunity.
Yes! Kethis for the... So, as you can see, the real weakness of this deck is just its 4-color mana base. It's tough. Sometimes we don't get the green or the black or the white or the blue. But once we do, we can go off like that and catch up quickly. So that's 2-1. Play a few more. Got a bunch of rewards, sure. Ooh, cool. Mastery Tree. I'll take care of that later. I don't want to waste time of your precious time. Gotta show off this cool deck. Super fun deck. I love playing this deck. I know it's weak against certain matchups, but once it goes off, it feels so good to combo off, you know. Escudero. Okay, this is good. I like seeing green, white, blue, and black here, and a couple of these. Fblthp. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna keep this. Looks like a slow hand overall, though. Even though we got a good meta, some good mana. Okay, I'm gonna play that tap. No, I'm gonna keep Escudero. Okay, blue. Looks like mono blue. Is he playing mono blue? I'm gonna play this just because he might be able to counter it. Next turn we can play Tamiyo, I guess. He can put a... Oh no, not the Obsession. Okay, we have Oath of Gaia, but he might have a Spell Pierce or a card that gives that hexproof. Dive Down or Spell Pierce. Ah. Then he's gonna go Dive Down. Dive Down. Come on, just use the Dive Down. Yeah, sure. That's tough. See, anything with counter spells, this deck is tough against, at least in best of 1. But we got some sideboard if this is best of 3, but we're not doing best of 3. So, we need to deal with that ASAP. That's giving him card advantage. Tamiyo? Go ahead, counter it. Wizard's Retort. Oh, okay, negate. See, if they got a Curious Obsession and turn 1 stuff with a bunch of ways to protect it, it's gonna be tough for us because we don't have a lot of ways to interact. Since we're mostly a combo deck that interact with our own stuff, so it's hard to interact with our opponents. There are ways against that, but he has ways to protect it. We have Teferi that could bounce the creature and make the Curious Obsession drop off, and we have Urza's Ruinous Blast, which can wipe his side of the board, but he's got counter spells, so it's tough. I think we can play this. Wait, we're gonna attack first. Attack first. No, not yet. We're gonna attack first. Don't tell me you're gonna counter that. Temple of Silence. Okay. I don't need that. Ashiok. He's probably gonna counter that. Go ahead, counter it. Sure, draw your card. That's the beauty of mono blue. Just in case you haven't seen mono blue, our mono blue video, Brian in our team recently did one, so check that out in our channel. Okay, we're getting flooded and we can't interact. I'm gonna almost quit this, but let's see. I think we have hope. We got 10 life. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it. Attacks, because we might need it for Urza's Ruinous Blast.
Welcome to my world of nightmare.
Want to mill ourselves. I think that our only chance to win this is if we resolve our Urza's Ruinous Blast to deal against those creatures. But seeing how many cards he has in his hand, that's very unlikely. So we might quit this soon. Seven life, draw a card, got those wizard retorts, and come on, play a creature. Do I have Urza's Ruinous Blast in the graveyard? No, not yet. I think this deck is weak against control decks, mono blue, maybe Simic Flash, because they can counter a bunch of our essential cards. And since this combo takes a lot to set up, it's tough. Yeah, I think we're just gonna quit this. It's just he got us. That's 2-2 for Kethis Combo. Okay, we'll play a few more, maybe one more or maybe two more. I really like this deck, even if it loses against those types of decks. I want to try this in best of 3, so I'll probably do another video with this deck, but best of 3, so we can see how we sideboard. All right, so turn 2 Fblthp, turn 3 Kethis or Ashiok. We'll keep this. This is good. This is the same player earlier. Another mono red player. It's either mono red, some counter deck, then mono red, then some counter deck, then I see a pattern here. Okay. We need an Oath of Kaya. Do I need this? No, we'll put it in the bottom. I think we need Oath of Kaya more. So either we play a Lazav or a Fblthp. I think I'll play a Fblthp first. That way, if I play Kethis turn 3 and it kills Kethis, and then I play Lazav, I can copy Kethis in the graveyard. Okay, looks like this is the traditional mono red, not the Cavalcade deck that we've seen in the first match. Skewer, okay. Okay, next turn we can play Kethis, but we will have to shock unless we... No, yeah, we will have to shock, unfortunately. Unless we get a Glacial Fortress. No blocks. Okay. We can play either Teferi or Kethis here. I think I'd rather play Kethis. I'll play Teferi first.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. Let's try this.
There you go. That helps. No attacks. We need lands. We need at least one more land so we can play Urza's Ruinous Blast. And we do have Temple, but it comes to play tap. He can Fanatical Firebrand the Teferi. I think I'll let Teferi die.
We will meet again.
Okay, that's bad. I guess you could play Kethis. Or Ashiok. But he might have a burn spell. I don't really want to lose Kethis though. Or I can play Lazav. I can play... No, I can't play double Lazav because that's legendary. I can go Ashiok and then Lazav. That way we have backup. Then do Urza's Ruinous Blast next turn. We don't need that. We're at 8 life though, so this is tough.
Dream big tonight.
Okay, we need to Urza's Ruinous Blast by next turn. We need Oath of Kaias to gain life, and we don't have it yet. The Nightmare. Okay. Oh, great. Is he gonna attack Ashiok or us? He's probably gonna attack us. Please attack me so I can play Urza's Ruinous Blast. Oh, he knows my deck list. Let's see. What we can do is play Kethis, then play play Teferi. Yeah, we can play Teferi, bounce back the...
I aspired for more.
Right on schedule. No, I am not making this up as I go.
Play that. Play a Mox Amber, yes. We can play Lazav. Ah, wow. Yeah, I'll keep that on top. Next turn we can Urza's Ruinous Blast as long as he doesn't kill all our legendary stuff. So I hope he plays a bunch of permanents here. Okay. Okay.
Really should have seen that coming.
Yeah, I think Urza's Ruinous Blast is the gameplay here. Gonna scry first, put that in the bottom. Great, we got to Oath of Kaya, so we're gonna gain some life. And we can activate Kethis' ability again. So I guess this deck is really good against mono red, at least pre-board. But so weak against control. He's probably gonna quit soon. What's worth bringing back? We can bring back an excavator. Oh no, we can't bring. It's not legendary. My bad. Urza, Ruinous, Blast, and a Kethis. No, not yet.
I know my responsibility.
Bounce back to that. Play Excavator. Combo time. So much card advantage. So this is great because we're fueling our graveyard, so we can activate Kethis again and get a bunch of those legendaries back. And that's it. Frenzy.
I've got time.
Gonna attack. Go ahead, attack. Why not? I think we got this. Gonna go Oath of Kaya here. So Oath of Kaya goes to graveyard. We can get it back with Kethis' ability. Then we can play Oath of Kaya again. Doesn't really matter.
Has been compromised.
Yes! Oath of Kaya for the win! Woo! Well, that was fun. Alright guys, that's it for today. I think I'm gonna do another video of this one, maybe in the best of 3. So that's 3-2. 3 wins against mono red, 2 wins against control based deck, mono blue and Esper control. Thanks for watching guys, subscribe if you haven't yet, and check out our future videos. Look forward for another video with this deck, because I'm really having fun with this deck. So thanks guys for watching. See you guys around. Peace.